Hi, I'm JT, and this has been the worst year of my life. 2017 has just been one of those years I wish I could forget. I have named this year the year of anxiety. I have anxiety. My year didn't start off like that. Most of you know from watching my videos, if you watch my videos or if you know me in person, I'm a genuinely happy, excited person. I'm energetic, I'm crazy, I love life. For the first couple of months of the year, I was okay. No big things happened, things were going pretty smoothly. I was okay. The beginning of the year had its ups and downs like any year or anyone does. You always have your ups and downs. Somewhere in the beginning of the year, I realized I really didn't have many friends. I spent a lot of time just at work and coming home. I really didn't do anything else. I was alone. I didn't really have anybody to talk to, confide in if I had questions. Somewhere in the first part of the year, I decided I wanted to buy a house. I wanted to move out on my own and buy a house. So I was working a full-time job, and so I was like, all right, I'm putting money aside. So I was starting to put a big chunk of my paycheck every single month aside in savings. I also started building my credit. That way I had good credit when I went to go apply. Fast forward to VidCon. A lot of stuff happened at VidCon that just really affected my well-being. There's a video that I recorded that I still haven't released. It's just sitting in my bank. Literally, it's uploaded. I don't know if I'll ever upload it or if it's gonna be a year. I don't know, but it's just sitting there. But anyways, when I got back from VidCon, I went to go get approved for a house and all this stuff. A lot happened during that, and basically, I didn't get approved. What I had been planning for the past 5 to 6 months, my plans were done. I didn't know what I was going to do. A couple days later after that, I had a major anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. I froze, my whole body felt like it was swollen. I completely shut down. A lot of things throughout the year just kind of built up to where I broke down. I was just done with everything and everyone. I recently, my main job that I had been working all year, my manager that hired me was moving to a different store. He was getting promoted and we got a new manager in, so I was still getting used to my new manager while also being a manager at my other full-time job, because I wanted to have a huge down payment for the house, so I had 2 full-time jobs. So all my plans and dreams and everything just were done, so I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So not even 2 weeks later, I had some really crazy stuff happened at my main job, and it really affected me. I then began to have an anxiety attack every single day for the next 3 weeks. I was trying at both jobs not to mess up, but my main job was my priority because it was my full-time, year-round job, and I was just having anxiety because I was so afraid to mess up, because I messed up. That anxiety caused me to be very depressed and caused me to become very angry, which is not who I am. That anger definitely affected my other job. I did some things and messed up. I know I messed up at that other job, and it wasn't good. I didn't handle situations the way I should have, and it sucks because that summer, that job really defined the next couple weeks and months. I definitely didn't handle things the right way, but I felt alone. I didn't have any friends to talk to. I was stuck. Nowhere to go. All my plans had been thrown out the door that I had planned for months. Was just depressed. I was having anxiety. I didn't know what to do. All my friends that I could talk to were hours away, and they wouldn't necessarily understand over text. So I felt even more alone, because anytime that I wanted to see them, I'd have to drive. But because I was working 2 full-time jobs, I didn't have a day off. If I wasn't working one job, I was working the other. Most days I worked both jobs. Fast forward a little bit. I had some good things happen, had some bad things happen, and had some sad stuff happen. And I know that's vague, but there's a lot that happened this year that I just don't want to talk about. This year has just been a defining year for me. I didn't have goals, didn't have dreams, didn't know why I was doing what I was doing. I was lost. I was depressed. I am depressed. I didn't know who I was. I let people define me for different things. I let people call me names. I let other people tell me who I was and how I should act and how I should dress and how I should feel. I never allowed people to do that before, since I was like 14. This year I still have anxiety. I still have depression. But I have figured out how to get through some of it. I've figured out how to become stronger. As many downs that this year had, and as many bad things that happened this year that really just affected me. A lot of good things did happen this year. I got to travel a lot. I went so many places throughout the year. I got promoted at one of my jobs. I got a dream position that I've been wanting since I was 15 at my other job. I got to see my niece and nephew for the first time in over a year. I went home to Hawaii and didn't have anxiety or depression those full 2 weeks, and it was amazing. I learned that I love camping. I love just adventures and just going and doing things that I've never done before, and I love being outside and being outdoors. I got to go to Seattle for the first time ever with my sister. I figured out which friends I needed to weed out of my life, and I figured out who my real friends are. I figured out how to be alone and what I can do to help myself if I'm feeling anxiety or depressed. I went to Disneyland twice. I went to VidCon and I got to go to an amazing party and meet some of my favorite creators. And I danced the night away and didn't take any pictures. Don't know why, but I should have. Learned that ranting on social media does nothing. Learned to live in the moment more. Learned that I don't need to take a picture or videotape every single second that I'm having fun. I learned that it's okay to just live my life. And if I'm taking a picture, I need to take it for me, not for anyone else. There's so many pictures that I took this year that I probably won't ever share with anyone, but they're there for me. Turned 21 at Disneyland. Had a ton of fun with friends at Disneyland for my 21st birthday. Bought some new toys that I had never thought I would be able to buy. Moved into a beautiful house with my parents. Got to go to school and learn so much more about editing, creating, and just overall planning. I learned to be thankful for all the things that I have in my life. Found a passion for reading. Found audiobooks are a great way to actually get through books because I'm in the car a lot. This year has just been an overall learning year. I learned so much about myself and about other people and about workspaces, and I learned a lot. Yes, this year was definitely one of the worst years of my life. And there was so much that I didn't even share with you guys that happened this year. I learned about myself that I started letting people define and tell me what to think and do, but what caused a lot of that anxiety and depression is I didn't feel that way. I let other people tell me what to basically feel. And once I figured out that that's not the case, again, because I figured this out before, I figured out I'm very strong. Figured out that I'm very strong, and I figured out that I gotta be happy with who I am and what I do and not let other people define or say or anything about me. Because I am who I am and nobody can change that. As much as I'm ready for 2018 and what's to come, because there are some crazy changes in my life that are going to come in 2018, but I'm also sad to say goodbye to 2017 because it definitely was a year that I learned so much, and I know I'm gonna learn a lot this next year, but this year has just been one of those defining years that I learned so much about myself. And what is to come in 2018? I don't even know what's to come. I learned that I need to not stress about planning. I love planning days, but I don't like planning so far in advance that something could change that, because I get set on something and I go for it. There are some things that are going to be happening that are happening, and I'm so incredibly excited and ready for those things to happen. My goals and all this stuff for 2018 is just, I'm so ready for. One of my goals and dreams and ambitions and stuff that I've had since I was little was to be acting. So I started looking for auditions and doing that because I've always wanted to act. So I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of that in 2018, but I know I'll be working towards a goal, and that makes me so happy. This year has definitely been a defining year, but I'm ready for 2018, and I'm ready for the changes that are to come. So, yeah. And if you guys took anything from this video, or if you made it to the end, thank you. But if you take anything from this video, it's don't let other people define you. Don't let other people tell you who you are. Love yourself, and things will be okay. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do post videos every Friday and Sunday. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post, because 2018 will have a lot of videos, and I'm so excited for, I don't even know. So, talk to you guys later. Okay, bye!